I never thought I'd feel like an outsider in my own home. It's strange to think how everything changed the day Mom died. I was just 10 then, old enough to understand loss, but too young to know what it really meant. Dad was heartbroken, and though he tried, I think he was never the same after that. I wasn't either. Then Maria came along. She was bright, kind, and full of energy. Everyone thought she was exactly what Dad needed. I tried to be happy for him. He deserved it. But there was always this gnawing feeling, like no matter how hard I tried, I'd never belong. At first, Maria was nice to me. She'd ask me about school, sometimes make my favorite dinners, and smile when Dad was around. But soon, her smile stopped reaching her eyes when she looked at me. I started noticing little things, the way her hand lingered longer on my younger half-sister Emma, the way her voice softened around her, the way she always seemed to be in Emma's world, but never mine. I get it. Emma's her real daughter after all. There's a bond there I can't touch, one that I've never had with her. But still, it stings. There are days when I feel invisible in my own home, like I'm just this extra piece in a picture that's otherwise perfect. I'd watch them together, Maria brushing Emma's hair, singing her lullabies, the two of them giggling over inside jokes I'll never understand. It used to bother me. Scratch that, it still does. But I've learned to live with it. I'm almost 18 now. It won't be long before I leave for college, and maybe that'll give me the space I need. Sometimes I wonder if I did something wrong. Was I too cold? Did I not try hard enough to connect? But then I remind myself that some things can't be forced. Maria loves Emma with all her heart, and I guess I'm just not a part of that equation. But last week, something happened that I can't stop thinking about. It was late, and I was heading to the kitchen for some water. I overheard Maria talking to Dad in the living room. She didn't know I was there, listening from the hallway. "He's a good kid," she said, her voice softer than I've ever heard. "But I don't know how to be his mother. He's not mine, and I can't replace what he lost." Dad sighed. "You don't have to replace anyone. Just be there for him." I try, I really do. But every time I look at him, I feel guilty, like I'm taking something away. He's always so distant. He's been through so much, and I don't know if I'll ever be enough for him. There was a silence, and I felt a lump rise in my throat. It never crossed my mind that she might feel like she wasn't enough. I went back to my room without getting the water. I couldn't stop thinking about what I'd heard. Maybe Maria and I were both carrying weights we didn't need to, both trying to live up to something we thought the other wanted. The next morning, things were the same between us, but it felt different somehow. Maybe it's too late for Maria to ever love me the way she loves Emma. Maybe that's okay, but hearing her that night made me realize something. She's been trying all along. Maybe we both just have to try a little harder, even if it's not perfect.